Sarah laughs. Sarah laughs. Sarah laughs. Why is Sarah laughing? Sarah is laughing because God has promised her a son. Has promised her a son. Sarah and Abraham are man and wife. We are talking about Genesis, the first book of the Bible. Abraham was 75 years old when God called him and told him, "Come out of your country, of your kindred, and I'll show you the land where you're going to be dwelling in." And God promises Abraham that he's going to make him the father of many nations, and he's going to bless Abraham, and that all the nations shall be blessed through Abraham. All the nations of the earth will get their blessings through Abraham. So Abraham leaves his family, his country, and goes to settle in a different land with Sarah, his wife. And the Bible tells us that Sarah is childless. Along the way, Abraham goes to Philistine. First he goes to Egypt to sojourn there, and then later on he goes to Philistine in the land of Gerar to sojourn there. Everywhere they go, Sarah says, "He's my brother." And Abraham says, "Sarah is my sister." And it is to protect Abraham from death because Sarah is a very beautiful woman. So while Sarah is at the Pharaoh's palace, all the ladies in that household begin to experience certain ailments, very interesting ailments, and Pharaoh establishes that it is because Sarah is somebody's wife. So he calls Abraham and asks him why he lied to them, and Abraham says it's because Sarah is a very beautiful woman, and if he says that this is my wife, he may be killed. So to keep from being killed in an attempt for self-preservation, he would say that Sarah is my sister. But it is true that Sarah is my sister because we have the same father, different mothers. Then again, in the land of Philistine, Gerar, very many years later, the same thing happens, and this time it's Abimelech who has taken Sarah into the palace. And Abimelech receives a dream in the night, and God appears to him in a dream telling him, "You are a dead man, you are having somebody's wife." And he moves quickly, and he calls Abraham, summons him, and asks him, "What is this that you have done to us?" And he returns Sarah to Abraham and compensates with a lot of wealth, a lot of money, and a lot of livestock. Pharaoh did the same, also compensated Abraham with a lot of livestock, with a lot of wealth, and men servants and maid servants, so that curse would not continue to be in the household. And immediately they do that, Abimelech and Pharaoh, the household members begin to experience good health once again. So God promises Abraham that he's going to be the father of many nations. God again appears to Abraham in a vision and tells him, "Do not fear, I'm your shield and your exceeding great reward." And Abraham says, "How can I be the father of many nations when I don't even have an heir?" Because God has told him that he will even have descendants who live in a foreign land for 400 years in captivity in Egypt, and then they'll come back. After 400 years, they'll be delivered. So Abraham begins to lament about the fact that he does not have a son. In fact, Eliezer, the man of Damascus, a servant, a slave boy in the household of Abraham, he's the one who's going to be the heir. But God says, "No, I'm going to give you your own son that will be your heir." So when Sarah is 99 years of age, God visits them at the tents of Mamre. When he visits them, he tells them about the baby. He says, "Next year, same time, Sarah is going to have a baby." And Sarah laughs and ha ha, ha ha. And God asks, "Why are you laughing?" And he says, "No, I have not laughed." But she's thinking to herself, "How can this be? How can I get a baby at my age when I'm already old and my husband is also old as well? How can we get a baby?" But God is in the business of watching over his word to perform it. So when he promises something, he will do it. It doesn't matter how long you may have waited. And the baby comes. Isaac comes. And when Isaac comes, Sarah laughs and says, "I will call him Laugh." because God has made me to laugh. God changes their names from Sarai to Sarah and from Abram to Abraham, the father of many nations. God is in the business of restoration. God is in the business of performing His word. God is in the business of blessing us. We may have waited for something for so long. It could be the same issue with Sarah, waiting for a child who does not come. 41, 42, 43, 44 years. Every year, waiting and worrying, waiting and worrying. And the baby has not yet come. But God is in the business of performing His word. God is in the business of blessing us. And God is in the business of giving us restoration. So whatever it is that we are waiting for, let us hold on and wait for God to deliver. He will deliver according to His word. If He has promised, He will definitely deliver. Maybe it is not a child that someone is waiting for. Maybe it is healing for a certain sickness that has been there in the body, year in, year out. Sarai had to wait very many years for that baby to come. The baby came when she was 99 years of age. 99 years. We may be waiting for something to happen for us, something beautiful. Maybe we are suffering. Maybe it's a physical illness. Maybe it is a problem, a financial problem. Maybe it is a marital problem. Whatever issue we are going through, let us wait well and remember that we are going to laugh the same way Sarah laughed. Sarah laughed when the baby was born. Sarah laughed when God promised her that the baby would come. At first, she laughed because she was in doubt. She wondered, how can this happen? But later on, she laughed because actually the baby was here. Baby has come. Even for us, we shall laugh. We may be laughing now in doubt, wondering, can this happen for me after all this time, after I've waited so long? But then one day we shall laugh, real laughter, because that thing we've been waiting for so long, maybe it's a child, maybe it's a financial miracle, maybe it's a husband. Maybe you're single and you've been trusting God for a husband. Maybe it's a job. You've been trusting God for a job. Maybe it's breakthrough in business. You've been trusting God for breakthrough in business. Whatever it is, let us know that God is in the business of fulfilling His promises. He's in the business of performing. He watches over His word to perform it. He is in the business of performing His word. He is in the business of restoration. He is in the business of making our lives beautiful. So today, laughter. Laugh now and then laugh again. Like Sarah, we are going to laugh. We are going to laugh now. He 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 he. And then we shall laugh again. He 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 he. Thank you very much. Kindly share, comment, like, subscribe. Bye bye. And remember that you're going to laugh again. He 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 he.